So obviously with this movie, there's not a lot anyone can say.
Once you discover the secret, don't let the cat out of the bag.
Because it begins with spoilers, and then in the middle there's a small gap where there are loads of spoilers, and then there's some even more spoilers, and then at the end there's spoilers. So I thought we could just start by having a nice uncomfortable silence.
Oh, yes, please. How long's the interview? 10 minutes. Oh, we're gonna make it a long silence then. Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah. How are we going to do this?
She broke it.
She broke it. We had it going, and then she couldn't do it.
She ruined it.
I'm uncomfortable with awkward silences.
I'll save you.
All right, thank you. That was
It's like,
great.
You win, Sam. Well done.
I certainly hope you dance as well as you dress.
There's only one way to find out.
So, I think I know the answer to this one, but who's the better dancer here?
I think dancing is a spirit, and I think we both have great spirit.
Sorry, am I embarrassing you? I can't stop. Won't stop.
We worked very hard on the dancing, and I could not do the whirly bird like Henry, I'll tell you that.
Matthew was just telling me
Yeah.
that you only found out about the whirly bird relatively, basically on the day.
Well, it wasn't quite
That's
on the day,
right.
but it was definitely late in the game because we were building a big, complicated piece of dance choreography, which got shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, and eventually it's like, now we're just going to do this instead. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said, basically, you're going to two-step until we get to this bit. And I was like, great.
Yeah.
Could you pick up the priceless pop star?
Yeah.
And not drop her, please?
You and I, we're not so different. Agent Argylle.
It was slightly.
He's strong.
A lot of pressure.
No.
Strong.
Lies.
He took a lot of
Couldn't have done it without Dua Lipa doing the bit. It's a difficult position to sit in, and it takes two to whirly bird.
Okay,
And
Henry.
she was very, very
It's
good.
time, let's-
There's not enough space in her, I promise you. I promise you.
For a
It'll be
millisecond,
a
you went,
disaster.
could I do it for the bit?
I was more worried about my suit jacket. Wouldn't have lived through it. I don't think your trousers would live through it either.
I
actually.
don't think. I think the cameras would break just like instantly.
Need some Dramamine.
Yeah, that might be right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be right.
Henry Cavill does the whirly bird with Dua Lipa.
Mm-hmm.
And the whirly bird was not written in the script. And we all had a lot of fun with the fact that there were going to be whirly birds in this movie. And I can't stop laughing every single time I see it. But I have to say, I was very envious of Henry and Dua because they just did it. They did it so effortlessly. I went to set to watch them do it again and again. And I was just like, what is these specimens of perfection and just dance excellence? It was amazing.
I'd be seeing this specimen of perfection,
Okay.
shouting at goons at screens. Bring me that sort of stuff. That's a movie cliche that people long to do.
Yeah.
I want all assets on them now. I need her to write the next chapter.
Got to be one of your favourites, just screaming at peons.
And it was a blank screen. I don't know what I'm looking at. At any given time when they're shooting my stuff, it's like Matthew would say, okay, now this is what happened and your guy failed to capture him. And then I would, you idiot. Okay, now this time what you're seeing, and he's just describing what I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. And I'm standing there as the cameras are rolling, and then, was that too much? It's like, oh, is that too much?
Never.
Not enough?
Never.
I do have to know though, Sam, there's a particular dance move you do in quite a few of your films.
Yeah,
Where it's sort of
I'm
like
sure.
It's like a boxes sort of prep.
Oh, like a little Ali shuffle, or it could be sort of a bad MC Hammer thing. That's kind of my recycled MC Hammer. Yeah.
I was going to say, do you have a term for it? Because I've always wanted to know.
Yeah, it's kind of a shuffle. Yeah. It's like a shuffle, or
I like the Ali shuffle.
Ali shuffle, MC Hammer. Yeah.
Done.
Whoa! Hey! There's a cat in there!
What's the trick, by the way, to running with a cat in your backpack acting?
Oh, there is a trick to it. When you're running and you seem to have a cat in your backpack, you don't actually have the cat in your backpack. You have a stuffy in your backpack because that would be a little too stressful for a cat. You know, you're not going to do that.
I agree, but you can't run. You've got to sort of...
Shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is really what it is about is keeping it
horizontal, vertical running.
Yeah. So no bouncing. You want to just like stay on the same plane.
Full Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah.
Got it. This is the sort of Pulitzer-winning stuff.
No one else asks these questions.
Gold.
In depth.
Bless you, Bryan, for pretending to care, as if this is going to happen to anyone else in their entire life. I learned this at RADA. I've been trained. Stuffy in a backpack.
Yes, how I run with a cat on my back.
This is how it's done.
Yes.
How do you best act flying out of a train, holding on to somebody else with a parachute on, when you're not doing that?
Well, there were wires.
Right.
And I was 30 feet above the ground. So it did feel like I was. For sure. For sure.
Had to bring the cat.
What did you expect me to do? Leave him to fend for himself? Come on.
Be fine. Cat ladies always die alone. The cats figure it out.
You guys both get to wear and look pretty ridiculous. I mean, you wear some incredible clothing that fits you so well, but the haircut, the velvet, your big beard and the hair.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
You're welcome.
We're all appreciating it. I just want to know, is that the most ludicrous you've ever felt in costume in a movie or TV show?
No, not at all. Had felt much more shame before.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
No. But you have to be silly. I learned that very quickly in high school, doing a bit of bad Shakespeare, that you cannot be cool and be an actor. You have to be willing to be silly.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, world. Is there anything that jumps out at you, Henry, where you've gone, oh, am I really wearing this and doing that?
Yeah, I'm not going to remind everyone that to myself in case everyone's forgotten.
Cut to footage.
Yeah.
God, I hate that cat.
Okay, this is a general question. Across your whole career, do you have a memorable director's note where you've thought, I'm never going to hear that again? That was pretty surreal. Anything that jumps out to you?
Lars von Trier said to me, do that again, but 300% less.
300?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I understand what you're saying.
Not 200, not 400.
300% less. But then I now as a director, I use percentage. I don't ask people to do 300% less, but I'll be like, like 20% more, 15% less. And it's helpful also with people.
It's a nice shorthand.
It's a shorthand.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be like, go slower. And I'll be like, how much slower? 50% slower,
Right.
10% slower.
Yeah. It does help.
Yeah.
275.4.
How about you? I'm desperate to know.
I did a couple of movies with Wes Anderson and the Asteroid City. This last one, I had this big block of dialogue, and I knew, knowing that he loves to, it's got to go really fast. So I did. I was very proud of myself.
The event's an apocryphal fabrication, but together they present an authentic account of the inner workings of a modern theatrical production.
And he goes, that's quite good. Yeah, Bryan, it's very good. Yes. Now I just need it much faster. And that's what I did. I went, yeah. It was faster than you feel like your brain can think. That you've just got to just shoot it out of a cannon, and it actually works.
It works
We
so
don't
great.
realize how well that works.
Yeah.
I would have died if he said, I want that again, but 300% faster.
300. What are you, Lars Van Trier?
Get away with you.
You were so good in Asteroid City. You were really kind of a marvel. Like, and now in hearing that, I'm like, oh my God, like that makes sense. Yeah.
I remember those exact words.
Yeah.
And what about, and this is one of my favorite questions, movie cliches and tropes? Because in a movie like this, you get to do, it's a book within a movie, within a, there's lots of meta stuff, but you get to do some like action cliches.
Well, Henry was saying, he said that it's an 11, right?
Yeah.
It is an 11.
You know.
It's all the spy tropes turn up to 11. So it's fun to play.
Do you have a favorite movie or TV cliche full stop? For example, I'd love to get into a cab and say, follow that car.
I do it anyway.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You just don't know where to go next.
Throw them off the scent.
They're on to me. At the start of a car chase, I'd love to say the words, we've got company.
Ooh.
I like that. That's good.
Any spring to mind?
I got $50. Just keep driving.
Oh.
They're like, okay.
Let's drive $50 worth.
In London, that's 2 streets.
Yeah.
Tops. I'm going to leave you with this, Bryan, and this is a little weird, so bear with me. About 11 years ago, I was on the set of some TV show called Breaking Bad. This is where we first met. You won't remember, that's fine. I asked you at the end of our interview, this is when I was at Empire magazine, can I have a photograph, but could you please look like you absolutely hate me, right? And I don't want to say...
I bet that wasn't difficult.
I don't want to say you over-delivered.
Let's see.
But Bryce, you're going to love this as well.
Look at the disgust in your face. Look at how hateful you are.
and I said to you, this is some good acting.
And you're such a young, sweet, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed man.
I was so enthusiastic. And I said to you, that's really good acting. And you said, I wasn't acting. And so I died. So I just wanted to share with you, it's a very fond memory of mine. But
I love that.
Anyway, fresh face.
You wanted it, so.
You literally asked for it.
Yeah.
I said 300% less. Thank you.
Masochist.
Guys, have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.